The Legend of the Cactus. Written by Juan Roberto Bolnas. Dedicated to all my professors from Ames and UNC. Thank you for always believing in me, even when I did not. This is a legend that began many years ago, before the founding of the great city of Tenochtitlan. Huitzilopochtli, the god of war and sun, and his sister Malinasochit, the goddess of sorcery, guided their people to look for land to build their new great city. During the pilgrimage, the people complained to Huitzilopochtli about his sister. "Great God, help us and protect us from your sister. We are fewer than when we started because Malinasochit continues to bewitch us and steal treasures from your faithful servants. If she continues, we will never reach the promised land with you." That same night, moved by the pleas and supplication of his people, while Malinasochit was sleeping, Huitzilopochtli abandoned her in the desert, alongside her priests. When she woke up, Malinasochit realized that her brother had abandoned her and began to cry, for it was the first time she felt abandoned. Sad and lost, they walked their own path until they reached the city of King Camalcuatli, where she asked the king for asylum. The years passed, and Malinasochit never overcame her brother's abandonment. It is said that she spent every day crying because she both hated and missed her brother at the same time. Malinasochit and King Camalcuatli bore a child named Copilai. Unfortunately, the boy witnessed how his mother cried because of his uncle Huitzilopochtli and began to grow a great hatred towards him. As Copilai grew, so did his hatred for his uncle. He prepared his entire life so that one day he could take revenge. And finally, that day arrived. With 1,000 warriors, Copilai went to look for his uncle. Copilai and his warriors marched to several towns, proclaiming in each one that they were coming for Huitzilopochtli's head. Since Copilai proclaimed his intentions during the search, his uncle heard the news all the way in his kingdom on the volcano of Chapultepec. That same night, Huitzilopochtli ordered his warriors to catch Copilai off guard and to return with his heart. That same night, the warriors of Huitzilopochtli found the camp and easily defeated Copilai and his army of 1,000 warriors. Huitzilopochtli's warriors proudly arrived with Copilai's heart. Huitzilopochtli ordered them to bury it among the piles of rocks, where the river of the blood of sacrifices met the river of fresh water. To everyone's great surprise, the very next day, a cactus grew among the piles of rocks. And on top of that cactus, a large eagle proudly devouring a serpent. Amazed by what he saw, Huitzilopochtli ordered his people to build the great city of Tenochtitlan because that was the promised land for his people. Today, Mexico City is the new reincarnation of Tenochtitlan, which was founded on ruins left after the sad annihilation of the Aztecs. On those piles of rocks, one of the most prosperous nations in the world was born, which has given birth to one of the richest cultures in the history of mankind.